So let's get into it. Let's talk cybersecurity. Let's talk the main thing, which is the principal thing that you should put into your business, no matter what, is training your staff. We're going to dig in to how you can train your staff, because cybersecurity can be expensive. It can be an issue. So we're going to dig into how we can do that cost effectively while doing it efficiently, because you can't just take all of your staff out of work for an entire day and have them do a load of training. It doesn't work that way. Okay, so how can we do this? Well, you can do digital training where you drip feed them some training every week. Every couple of weeks they get a piece of work through, taking 10 or 15 minutes. They have to click on it, they have to go and watch a little video, they have to then answer questions afterwards, and you as the business owner can track what their progress is like, whether they've actually done it, whether they haven't done it, and whether they're actually getting it from what they're learning, the small little snippet videos, whether they're actually fully understanding what the training is, dependent on their answers. And then you can understand which parts of your team you need to put a little bit more effort into. You need to add into a different type of training. Then you can have training where somebody comes in and does a half day, a full day, a couple of days training your staff, or you can have a company day. One of the things that I've done over the years for some of my clients is a company day. We go down and we spend the entire day with a company and all of their staff, and we go through and we do a cyber talk, and we talk about the latest security issues and the things that they should be doing. We give them the opportunity to talk to us and ask questions, to answer those little niggles about cybersecurity, like, how long should my password really be? Do I really need to have multi-factor authentication? Do I really need to have multiple steps of security on everything I do? Do I really need to ask my line manager for permission when I want access to a SharePoint site which that I don't have access to? Having that bit of back and forwards and being able to answer those questions in person for end users can be highly, highly effective. It can give them the confidence that they need to be able to protect your data as it should be protected. Because at the end of the day, yes, all of our businesses are to make money. Okay, so we're all in business to make money. We have to pay wages, we have to pay rent, we have to pay food bills and everything else. With the cost of living at the moment, it's really expensive. But we have to remember that the most vital, the lifeblood of any business is data, and what you hold and how you protect it. That's why they brought in an update to the 1998 data protection laws and brought in GDPR, is because we're now in a digital age from where we were in 1998 when they wrote those laws. And our data is no longer kept in filing cabinets or in folders. Our data is kept on digital devices, or in the sky, or on your mobile phone, or in different digital areas. So we need laws and regulations in place to protect those. But we also need to train our staff to help you protect those. There's no point just putting software in place that keeps it protected, because that only does so much of the job. You have to train your staff so that they're aware of when a phishing email comes in, so that they know what a phishing email is, so they know what a dodgy file looks like, or something that's not quite right. We need to put these things into place as business owners. Believe me, when I started my business 15 years ago, it wasn't the first thing on my brain. It wasn't the first thought. I was in IT, I was fixing computers, I was making sure that people's IT ran efficiently. Cloud really wasn't a thing 15 years ago. It was just coming into being of where people were going to use. People were using servers. It's one of those things that I think every business owner knows that we have to do. But at the same time, if your business is doing, let's pick an industry. So if you're an estate agent, okay, you sell houses. That's your primary focus, is to sell houses. Your primary focus isn't on how your IT works, how you protect your data, it isn't on those things. I was doing IT. My primary focus was not on, did I make sure that I had surge protectors on my devices? That little thing, just having a surge protector on your device so that if you get a power surge and through thunderstorms, through whatever else goes on in your area that you live in, you get a thunderstorm or a lightning strike or a power surge, your device has a layer of protection because the surge protector or the extension cable will take that power zap, not destroying your device. Making sure you've got backups in place, just a backup of your data. How many of you out there right now listening to this know exactly the last time you took a backup of your data? We should all have a backup of our data, and we should have regular backups of our data. So these types of things is what I want to cover in what is probably going to turn into a weekly edition, maybe a bi-weekly edition, where we just sit here and we chat about things. And by all means, pop your questions in the comment section down below, and we will circle round to those questions in the following week's show. We'll pick out some of the questions out there and I will try to answer them as best as I can.